Welcome back to DC with the Call. Derek Campbell here again with Mackenzie Gydesen, and we're back here with part 2 on the power rankings of the Power 5 conferences. This time we're going to go over the Pac-12, ACC, and the Big 12, and then also we're going to be talking about the MLB Trade Deadline that ended yesterday with some big conclusions.
I feel like we should start with that one.
You want to start with the Trade Deadline?
Yeah, because I like college football just a skosh more than baseball.
Okay. Well, we'll switch it up and start with the MLB Trade Deadline. And there were some big ones. The Royals ended up trading away Benintendi and Whit Merrifield this past couple of days. Heartbreaking news. I know Whit probably would have been a lifelong Royal if he did not have a down season this year. So traded him away to the Blue Jays. Benintendi went to the Yankees.
To be fair, though, the Royals needed pitching, and neither of those.
They need as much help as they can get, and they have a bunch of young talent too that can fill all those spots.
That's what they all say.
They do. Bobby Witt Jr.
No, I agree.
Awesome.
I'm not saying
Nick Prado.
I'm just saying, why not Hunter Dozier? Why not trade Hunter Dozier?
I don't know, because
he's
sucks.
not. Yeah, it's not like he. I mean, I wouldn't say he sucks. No. He's just very inconsistent, I think. So I don't know why you don't trade him.
But obviously, he had no trade value. That's why. Probably.
Obviously, the big one is Juan Soto.
Yep. Going to the Padres.
No.
Do you think Juan Soto makes them a playoff champion team?
Oh, no.
No?
Not this year.
Not
Do you?
I don't know. I think they have a better chance now. An actual decent hitter in the outfield and a great defender also. Only 23 years old.
I think it's a great trade for the Padres. I just don't know that it makes them. I mean, I don't know how much it does for them for their playoffs this year. Maybe next year. Maybe.
He's only 23, and they'll probably sign him to like a max 10-year deal.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but which team do you think came out ahead in the trade deadline?
I don't know. Padres, they had a good one.
Padres did.
Who do you think?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Houston got a lot of people.
Yeah, Houston improved.
The Yankees got some good ones.
Yankees also.
But the Yankees are playing weird, right? Yeah, Joey Gallo. Na 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 na. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, I think I'd say the Padres since Juan Soto was the biggest.
Yeah, I mean he was the biggest trade this.
Not really much happened otherwise after him.
Like there was a couple smaller ones that were like, oh. Mm-hmm. But Juan Soto, he was the big
Josh Hader also went to the Padres.
Yeah.
So, I think...
They got one other. Who else did they... Or like,
no. It was just Juan Soto and Josh Hader.
Oh, I thought there was a Bell.
Yeah. Josh Bell, too, the first baseman. So, yeah. So, they got 3 good players. A great closer. Yeah. Replaced Eric Hosmer with Josh Bell instead.
Where did Hosmer
go? He went...
Boston?
Yeah, Boston. He went to Boston. Yeah. He's going to be first base for Boston now. So,
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Any other trades you...
No, I think everybody was just watching Juan Soto, see where he'd go, if he'd go. I think Shohei Ohtani was another one at first.
Yeah, I thought there was a big rumor, too.
But...
Angels said,
I don't know.
We're not trading.
I feel like a lot of people said how he's like a name for the Angels. Like, him and Mike Trout are the Angels.
Yeah.
And so I think if you get rid of Shohei Ohtani, with Mike Trout being hurt right now, too.
Yeah.
That's a...
He might come back mid-August, though.
Oh, really?
So, he's been doing rehab and stuff, so mid-August for Mike Trout. All right. But, yeah, not really. Just some rumors and actual big blockbuster trade happens. Like, I feel like every blockbuster trade happens every year almost.
Well, it has to. Keep it interesting.
Teams don't have to.
I don't know. I think you
Unless if they have, like, a name... and they're sellers, and they're like 35 and whatever, like the Nationals were, and they weren't gonna, and he already declined their contract, so it's might as well restart pretty much. So the Nationals decided to do that. But now on to the NCAA Power 5 conferences part 2.
We're going ACC first, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start the ACC.
Okay,
so
you want to go first?
No,
or
you go first.
Okay. All right. So ACC, I said Wake Forest, Pitt, NC State, Clemson, Florida State, Miami, Virginia, Virginia Tech, Louisville, Georgia Tech, Syracuse, North Carolina, Duke, and Boston College.
That's how you're ranking
That's how I'm ranking them.
That's how you're ranking them.
I just lumped them all together. I don't care about their whatever. They're coastal, I don't care. This is how I think you'll do in this whole conference.
I want to see the team names.
Didn't do your research.
I did do the research, but I don't have my computer is all the way over there, so I don't have the team names to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it a little bit different though.
Right.
So I'm gonna say Clemson takes it back up top.
See, that's what I thought at first, but then I went and did my research from last season, and I don't think they will.
Well, I think they're gonna bounce back. Clemson, Florida State's gonna bounce back at number 2. I think Miami 3, Pittsburgh 4, then Wake Forest at 5, Virginia Tech, Louisville, Georgia Tech, Syracuse, North Carolina, Duke, Boston College, and then NC State at the bottom.
You think NC State will be all the way at the bottom? They were not that bad last year.
I don't care. They're gonna be at the bottom. Bottom this year.
Okay, yeah, I did my research.
I did do my research.
Sure.
I know how to call them. I'm like, Nebraska's gonna go 9-3 this year. No, they're not.
Whatever.
They're not.
Anywho.
That's fantasy.
ACC. So.
Fantasy land.
I really hope Clemson doesn't come back.
Why?
I don't know.
I'd rather see a team from the ACC.
Forest.
At least.
Well,
Clemson's like the only best ACC team.
That's literally not even true. That's literally not even true.
They are.
You just think that. You've been conditioned.
Florida State's also a good one.
Yeah, not bad.
Notre Dame.
Competing this year.
Sure. Well, they competed last year.
Yeah,
they did well last year.
They'll be good again this year, I think. At least.
Lost their coach.
So. Then they
could get a little dicey.
Hired within, so they didn't really do anything outlandish. It's like the guy that was right underneath them got promoted, basically.
All right, Pac-12.
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, Pac-12. I had to do a little bit of switcheroonies when I first started.
Switcheroo.
Well, I started and I had USC kind of at the bottom, but I think they're gonna make a comeback. Like I think they're gonna be good.
Riley, baby.
Yeah, so I had to switch that. I don't think they'll be at the top. I think Oregon will stay at the top. And then this one is going to make you mad and you're probably going to mock me or something. But I think UCLA is going to be decent this year too.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, see I knew it.
You're making me upsetty spaghetti right now.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
You're making me upsetty spaghetti.
That's so weird. Stop. Okay, so Oregon, UCLA, Utah. This is my top 3, which I feel like is pretty solid. I know UCLA is a little bit outlandish, but that's the name of the game, baby. Okay, USC, Oregon State, Arizona State, California, Stanford, Washington, Colorado, Arizona. Those are my...
Your bottom's decent.
My bottom, those
I think
bottom
all those
3.
Are interchangeable.
Yeah, those bottom 3 are for sure interchangeable. I thought Stanford, just because, I don't know. I don't know.
McCaffrey.
I just really, no. Freaking kid, no. Luck. CMC, no. I just think Stanford is hit or miss. Very hit or miss. So I just put them higher. Do you need this? All right.
Hit and miss with Stanford, I'd say. All right, I'm going to go with Oregon. Agree with you there that they will be the best team in the Pac-12 this year. They'll probably, I bet you they become...
you think they'll make playoff?
I bet you they have a chance. I bet they end up in at least top 5 this year in rankings.
You think they make a run for it?
I think they do.
It'd be cool if they could win it. That would be sick.
That would be pretty
Take
cool.
it away from the SEC and ACC.
I think Oregon, out of all the teams, I think they have the best chance of potentially doing that this year. Because just
you don't think Ohio State in the Big Ten?
Ohio State?
Yeah.
You said Iowa State.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you said Iowa State.
Run it back. Okay, well, I meant Ohio State.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. They are also up there. Ohio State and Oregon, I'd say, would
been
probably...
so close so many years.
I'd just say Ohio State and Oregon probably are the 2 teams that have a chance this year to win it all.
That's not in the SEC?
Yeah, that's not in the SEC.
All right.
So, Pac-12, my rankings go Oregon. I'm going to go USC at 2.
Wow. That's a lot of benefit.
And then I'll keep Utah at 3. I'm going to keep Oregon State, Arizona State. And then I'm going to put UCLA ahead of California.
Okay.
And then keep the bottom 4 because Stanford, Washington, Colorado, and Arizona.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty, I think it's just a coin floss for the bottom 4.
Yeah.
So it'll be interchangeable.
I can't believe you put USC all the way up there.
Why? They're going to be good. Lincoln Riley got 5 of his players.
I know, he got a bunch of players to
Oklahoma.
transfer, but
And a lot of his recruits too that he recruited that are going to be playing this year went to USC.
I just don't know. I think that's a tough dynamic to go into. They're also getting ready to change conferences.
Not for 2 more years.
Well, yeah, but still,
that's not going to affect this year.
It could.
No.
It'd just be on their minds, in the back of their heads. They're like, man, we don't even have to play these suckers anymore.
Not if you're a coach and you stress. Focus on this year.
You can stress whatever you want in coaching. You can't get inside the brains of your players. You can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. You never played football.
All right. Okay, yeah, you're right. You got me there. Fair.
You don't know what a coach can do on the football field.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
My bad. Okay.
Big 12 now?
Big 12. So.
Lead us off.
I have Oklahoma, Baylor, Iowa State, Oklahoma State, Texas, West Virginia, TCU, Texas Tech, and then our 2 Kansas teams, K-State and Kansas.
You think
they had to bring up the bottom, Yeah,
because Adrian Martinez.
Is it more because I'm salty about Adrian Martinez? Is it because I really don't enjoy the state of Kansas? Any of the above, probably.
All of the above, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could pick one too. That could be my main factor.
Then you only get half the question.
But yeah, so that Big 12 was hard for me. Like even looking at their last season, it was hard because like Iowa State, they would look phenomenal one weekend, and then they would look significantly worse than Nebraska the next. And I'm like, how do you do this? Like, how can you be more inconsistent than us?
Yeah.
So.
That is true.
So the Big 12 was definitely hard for me. Like.
It is hard because they're all pretty much.
It's all like up for debate at any given point.
Yeah, for Big 12. There's not very good defenses in the Big 12, so.
And putting Texas as high as I did was honestly like heart-wrenching a little bit, I was like, Texas.
Hey, you guys took their quarterback, Casey Thompson.
I could have put them a little bit lower, but yeah, they were givers, so.
More like he just wanted to be out.
Maybe.
Because they got like 5 quarterbacks coming in.
That might be it too.
Texas has got
all right,
like
let's hear
so
them.
many
Let's hear them,
quarterback
killer.
reports. All right.
You agree with them all? Yeah, I knew it. It's because they're awesome.
Actually, I would put Oklahoma State at 1.
See, yeah, that was I was kind of back and forth between those
I'll keep Baylor at 2. Iowa State at 3. I think Oklahoma's going to be 4 just because Lincoln Riley left.
I think they'll have a chip on their shoulder because of that.
They probably will. But they also lost some of their good recruits.
But heck, if Nebraska can beat them this year, then you go ahead and be in the 4th spot in the Big 12. I don't care where you're at. You be at the bottom.
I'd agree with Texas then, and then West Virginia, and then TCU, Texas State, K-State, Kansas are all.
I really want TCU to be good this year, but I don't know that they will be.
They won't. Yeah, neither will Texas Tech. Kansas will be bad. They'll probably be a 2 or 3 win team.
Hey,
again.
who could they beat? They beat Texas last year?
Yeah, they beat Texas.
Yeah, maybe they beat Texas again. Maybe they beat Oklahoma.
That was a wild game. It was a high scoring game. Yeah.
Wow, in the Big 12, a high scoring game? What?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Who knew?
So, but yeah, so I would agree.
So not too different.
Yeah, no, I'd still say bottom 4 are interchangeable again in the Big 12.
I feel like we were pretty similar on all of them.
Yeah, it's Big 12. I'd say is pretty easy, ranked pretty much. I think Oklahoma State actually does good. They were good last year. They were ranked.
Yeah, they were at the top of their conference last year, but I just don't think that they. I think here's what's going to happen. Could Oklahoma State begin again this year? For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think Oklahoma's going to come out pissed, and I think they're going to. Well, and think about it. They have 2 years to figure out their defense. If a Big 12 team can figure out how to play defense, they're going to win the conference. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got 2 years to figure it out. Texas does too, but I just don't like Texas that much, I'll be honest. That's why they're not hired.
A little bias coming in on
a lot of bias, I'll be honest. But I think
you're like Kirk Herbstreit.
Call me Kirk Herbstreit. No, Kirk Herbstreit. He hates Nebraska.
Yeah, I know.
Don't compare me to him.
Yeah, but you hate Texas. So you have your one team that you really hate, and he has.
I have more than one team. I hate Iowa too. I also don't love K-State, It is what it is. There's just Notre Dame, again. Don't love them.
What's your top 5 teams that you hate then?
I literally just said them.
No, say them again.
Iowa, Texas, K-State, Notre Dame, and... who's one that I don't like that much? I don't have a lot of love for Colorado. Being a Nebraska fan. You feel me? Like, you understand where my dislike comes from? don't have a lot of love for Colorado. Miami, don't love Miami.
Jesus. Break the heart.
Nah, you don't even know. I don't have any red hots this week. You have a red hot for me? What's your red hot for me?
Slacking. You slacking.
You give me a red hot,
All right.
and I'll tell you my take
All right.
on it. Ready?
Nebraska's over and under for wins is 7.5. What do you think?
I thought it was 8.5.
Odds change, man.
They did? Oh, okay. 7.5. 7.5 is more realistic. I think we can win 8 games.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
See, this is a reverse red hot. You asked the question, but then you're like, you really wanted to give your take on it. You didn't want to hear my take.
Nope.
I think we can win 8 games. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Calls?
What do you got?
Well, I want to talk about our last call. So, last call, you said Yankees were going to split. You did a parlay. Miami was going to win, and the Dodgers were going to beat the Giants. And I literally don't know that you got a single one right. Maybe one.
No,
I think the Yankees did not split.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not.
I'm pretty sure Miami won.
Yeah, I think that's the only one you got right. I think Miami won. So I added that to your record. My last call was that the Angels were going to finish the rest of the season with the best record.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it doesn't look too promising right now.
1 and 2 coming up.
1 and 2 coming up.
So anyways, that puts you at 1-8 and me at 1-1.
Yeah, he's got all these goddamn
So I know because I'm always futuristic, so I decided my call this week was going to be something in the future. Or like the near future. So I'm gonna call on a little bit of baseball action. Do you know what your call is? Oh, why don't you tell them yours?
Okay. I think
I'll write it down.
it's still sports related. I think the Russian court case with Griner.
Oh.
I think she goes to jail in Russia. I don't think the U.S. does a prisoner exchange at all. I think.
You think she'll serve her time over there?
Yeah.
Is it for sure that she's serving time or no?
I don't even know if it's gonna be a fine or not. I don't think there's been a ruling yet.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen anything.
All right, that's an interesting call.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because they're in the middle of trial right now, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a little baseball parlay action.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the Dodgers over the Giants.
Wait, when's this gonna happen?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
August 4th. So I'm taking the Dodgers over the Giants. How many calls you have to do in a parlay?
I'd say a minimum of 3.
3? Okay, I'm taking the Dodgers over the Giants. I'm going to take St. Louis over Chicago. And I'm going to take, you know what? I'm going to give one to your boys, and I'm going to take Kansas City over Boston.
Really?
I am, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Boston, second place right now. And
they beat the Yankees the other day.
So?
I don't know. The Yankees are good. We'll see. So 3 games, have to get them all 3 right to count it as a dub, right?
Yep.
That's how I did yours too. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back next week with maybe we'll make a TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
YouTube. Give us a subscribe, a like.
I think we should also upload these to Spotify.
Gotta try. Can't find a spot yet.
Oh, okay.
It's hard.
I'm sure it's not that hard.
It's hard.
Costs money.
No, it does not. I doubt it.
Yeah, well.
Like us on YouTube. Follow
Subscribe.
us on Twitter also.
TikTok.
And we're also on TikTok.
We've been making TikToks. We'll make some more tonight, I bet.
Some, making some. But that's going to end this here. And I'm Derek Campbell, and this was DC of the Call.
I'm Mackenzie Gydesen. Jeez, don't just leave me out.
Goodbye, everybody.